guys, I just thought I was recording. Little did I know I was talking to myself. Why do I keep doing that? But like I was saying, it's a beautiful rainy day. And oh my gosh, I didn't even say hello. Hello. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me try to even this out. But anyways, it's a beautiful rainy day and I have my windows open. So I hope that doesn't bother you guys too much if you guys have earbuds in. But I know we were supposed to first start off with a chakra, your chakras analysis for this week. But I've been really called to do this reading. But where is your destiny calling you? If that makes sense, yes. Where is your destiny calling you? Yeah, I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I did this reading on myself and I thought it was, I just thought it was really fun. I liked it. So I was like, let me do this for them first and then we can get into a chakra analysis. So yeah, we're going to start off with this. First, we have our destiny card and our threshold card. This is beginning, leap, and passion. These are going to be our anchors for the reading. So I'll put this at the top of our spread. And then, we'll shuffle and see what cards come out under this to see where your destiny is calling you. If this is a place or an activity or whatever it is. Let's just see what your destiny has to say. But we're going to start off this reading, at least in the intro. I'm going to read the destiny card for you guys. I'm going to read the threshold card for you guys. If you guys just want to jump into your pile, then go ahead, go for it. And I'll see you in whatever pile you pick. But if you guys would like to read a little bit more or get a little bit more knowledge on these two cards, then we are going to. First off, I would like to say my favorite thing about this destiny card is that there's a key on the back of this. Here, let me show you guys a little bit closer. So it's like a knight is right here. I think this is a knight, and it has a little bird cage for rib cage. And now that I'm thinking about it, this is kind of like the solar plexus area, and our sense of confidence. And sometimes we don't realize that we have this key on the back of us that is the key to our own destiny, the key to the life or the timeline that we want. And we try to look for that key from other people or from outside sources when we ourselves have that key, right? So like I've said in some readings, like I keep keys on my keychains, or literally keychains on my necklace to remind me that I have the key. I put 3 on mine for Goddess Hecate. You guys, if you guys want to do however many you want to do, then please do so. But I was keeping little keys on mine, and I had 3 originally. And so, sorry, there's a car going by, it's pretty loud. And so I had 3 originally, and so eventually they started falling off. And I was just taking it as signs that I was opening thresholds, like I was jumping into new doors. So yeah, and then I got down to the last key, and then once I got down to that last key, I stopped wearing that necklace, and I was like, oh, I don't really need it anymore. Like, I feel like I've opened all the doors that I need to for right now, or at least I have opened the doors that I need to for right now, and also I just know that I have that key. Like, I myself am the key holder. This is really reminding me of Goddess Hecate, because Goddess Hecate is like the goddess of liminal spaces and all that, and the goddess of the night and the shadows, and she's seen as holding keys because she has like so many keys to different realms. So that just reminded me of that. And also this threshold card has a little snake on it, and it's just like it's giving transformation, right? So let's read, finally let's read the destiny card and the threshold card. Let's start off with our destiny card though. Okay, I just love, this is one of my favorite cards in this deck. I just love when it comes out. All right. Social limitations and negative bias trick our subconscious into believing we are not able to achieve our desires. We are taught to hide our unique nature to fit into the environment around us. Those coping skills help keep us safe and acclimated to avoid danger, but they rob us of the power of positive manifestation. By training the mind to pay attention to the positive, we feed our subconscious mind the belief that we can create our destiny and propel ourselves forward. Our minds can be free when we use this key we've carried on our back all along. We own the power to change the narrative. Use this card when you need to shake the negative beliefs that that are holding you back. We can't control the actions of others, but we can change our perspective. I think that's so powerful. That is so true too. And the affirmation is, I am free. Okay, I love that card so much. All right, so now let's get into the threshold card. This one's gonna be a little bit longer. Hope you guys don't mind, but this is literally just the gateway, like putting your foot into that gateway, stepping through that barrier. The barrier of the mind, quite literally, but all right, let's go. This is beginning, leap, and passion. The gate is now open. This is the beginning of the next stage of our evolution. Fear and uncertainty may cloud our vision, but it was open for a reason. We are finally ready for it. The light of our passion illuminates our way. The trust in our universal love will ensure our success. That suit you've been wearing has become too tight for you. Your soul is willing to cross the threshold towards the next chapter of your journey. You will enter innocent and inexperienced. You will come out as a higher version of yourself. This is the beginning of a phase of a great evolution and growth. Let your doubts aside, and you are ready for this. This is a rite of passage, an initiation. Once you are in, there is no way back. It won't be a bed of roses, but the adventure will reward you with independence, empowerment, and control over your destiny. It's part of your purpose, so don't doubt and take a leap. Connect with your passion and the courage within you. You are stronger and more capable than you think you are. You are a visionary. You will get to the other side and get exactly what you need. And don't worry, if you feel lost inside there, you just have to look up at the night sky and see your North Star, your purpose. It will always be your guide. I like that they added that part. Action, take the leap, follow your passion and curiosity. Embrace change and be open to new opportunities. Coming your way. Oh, sorry, why did I separate that? Embrace change and be open to new opportunities coming your way. Fight for your vision. Find and allow your purpose. Affirmation, I'm open in the path for the affirmation, I'm open. Why can't I say this? I open the path for collective evolution. I have everything I need to begin a new journey, and the leap of faith is my start of change. All right, guys. So that's the theme of this reading. Where is your destiny calling you? What threshold do you need to step into? And this is truly just to get to your desired timeline, the you that you are capable of being, without any limitations. So let's get into your reading. You guys can go ahead and pick your pile, and I'll see you in whatever pile you pick. If you guys choose more than one pile, bet I'll see you guys more than once. So I'll see you guys, pile number 1. I'll start with you first, of course. So I'll see you there. Alrighty, pile number 1. So we finally pulled or shuffled and pulled your cards, and now it's time for the reading. So let's start off with our oracle cards from the Cosmos Oracle deck. We have the Perspective card. This is clarity, mind, and logic. We have the Horizon card in reverse. This is intention, potential, and foresight. We have the Leader card, influence, courage, and benevolence. And then we have the Self-Inquiry card, reflection, purpose, and individualization. I just heard 1515, the angel number, in my head. Maybe looking that up. I don't know what that means, but if you guys look that up, maybe that might resonate with you. And then lastly, we have the Completion card. So the question that we asked was, where is your destiny calling you, and what threshold do you need to step into, right? So from this spread already, like, this isn't I feel like this spread in particular isn't exactly one where you guys are trying to look for your destiny and you guys are confused where your destiny is. This is more about stepping into the power of knowing that you know what your destiny is and finding that confidence to go through with it. For our Talisman Oracle, you guys got the Leadership card in reverse and the Confidence card. So it's making me feel like you guys don't feel confident enough to lead. Either you're not feeling like you have enough knowledge on this, or maybe you're feeling like your efforts won't be fruitful. Like you won't be able to see the harvest of it. And I just want to say that, like, whenever your soul is calling you for something, it's not going to call you in it's not gonna want you to answer the call just for you to fail, right? And also, like I've said this in other readings too, the divine always favors the brave. You answering your soul's calling is always going to be the right move, and it's going to lead you to whatever result that you want. And maybe not even the way that you want to see it, because sometimes we as humans we just think too small, right? And what the divine has for us can be so much larger. So sometimes, what may be throwing us off isn't really throwing us off, it's redirection, right? And it's redirection towards something even better than what we imagined. So kind of going with I want to say the ebb and flows of things, but as I was meditating with your pile, I was hearing wind chimes. So kind of just going with the flow of things, going with wherever your soul is calling you, and trust that it's going to lead you to the right place. All right, so destiny, where your destiny is calling you, what threshold you're being asked to step into. And I really feel like this is really like the threshold that you're being asked to step into is this leadership position. It's leadership over your own life, and finding the confidence in doing so. You'll be feeling so empowered once you do so. This destiny card, like I was saying in the intro, if you watched it, it's the bird cage over like where the body is, over like where the rib cage would be, is reminding me of that solar plexus. That's about finding that inner power, like stepping into that. I'm surprised the willpower card didn't come out. But at the bottom of the deck for your Cosmos Oracle, you guys got the expansion card, Outer World, Blossoming and Doing. This isn't like a come inward and see where I'm supposed to go. This is like, I feel like this is the group that already knows where they're supposed to go. And this is probably just your little push to get you going, right? Give me a second while I take a sip. So let's get into this. Firstly, with this perspective card, this is telling me that you guys already have their perspective. You already see a future somewhere. And this Knight of Swords is saying, hey, let's charge forward. Let's go onward with this way of thinking. We've already found something. We've already seen the brighter picture. Now it's just about making sure, like, having our mind catch up to the desire, like having our 3D mind catch up to our soul's mind. Winning the race. What does that mean? I just heard winning the race in my head. Winning the race. Okay, well, maybe I'll come back to that later. Winning the race. But this is about charging forward. This is onward movement. This is about taking it out of just the mind, like having it not just be a thought anymore, having this, having there be action towards this thought now, literally just charging forward. And with this Horizon card in reverse is making me feel like, yes, you can see the brighter picture, but you might not know the steps that you need to take to get to where you want to be. And that could be what's holding you back. It can be too many what ifs, or it can literally just be, I don't know where my next step is. And this could be where scripting comes in, allowing yourself to like write your desires down and then go through those desires and say, well, why do I want this? Okay. What first step can I take towards this? And then how can I start now? Like, it's just maybe like breaking it down into smaller pieces. Like sometimes when you're looking at the big picture, things just feel too big, right? And with this perspective card, she's taken a step back and she's looking at the whole picture here. And so like you're looking at this part right now. This is where you guys are. You're looking at the big picture. And it's this Horizon card. She has a little what is it called? I want to say a microscope. That's not a microscope though. But I know she's looking at something from a smaller vision now. So she's really honing in on what she wants. So writing, like if you have a lot of desires that you want right now, like write them all down. See where these desires are. And of course give gratitude when those desires come up, for even being able to acknowledge those desires that you have. But then it's time to be intentional with these desires, right? So you've gained clarity. You have some sort of logic towards it. Or maybe you're being too logical right now. But okay, let's just say you have some perspective on it now. You have clarity on it now. And now it's time to set your intentions. Like really see where you're like this also has to do with foresight too. So this could be something you've been visualizing for a long time, and you're getting this visual, or like you're getting this visualization because it's something that that can become true. It's something that your soul is saying, hey, we can do this. That's why we want this. But be intentional right now. With this King of Cups and Eight of Wands in reverse, what's stopping you right now could be either you want to control this and have it be done a certain way, but I'm not feeling it's that way. For some of you guys, it might be because you want to have too much control about how this will, you know, take off, and there's some rigidness there, but I don't feel like that's the case for most of you guys. I feel like this is anxiousness. Like there's sometimes when we're looking at something from a big picture, like it just seems too big, right? And that's why she's honing in on one small part so she can see where to start. See where her foot needs to take, or see where she needs to take her next step. So this King of Cups is making me feel like there's some anxiousness right now, and it's because we're looking too big. So maybe honing in, write down if there are a lot of desires that you want. That's amazing. Write them down, and then go into write a list of your intention, like why I want to do this, and then the potential, what can come of this, what is the actual goal of all of this. And then literally just making use of that foresight that you guys have, because you guys have it. But it's also about trusting it too. Like I feel like what could be stopping you too with this Horizon card in reverse is that there is foresight, but you might not trust that it's leading you in the right place. And that could also be what's stopping you guys from this onward movement, for literally you guys gaining so much momentum. It's being paused right now because there's some anxiousness. It's, you know, it's too much at once to see. It's like your body's trying to catch up with your soul. Like your soul's saying, oh, we want this, and we want this. This is what we can do. This is all, you know, the power that we have. And then, you know, the 3D body has to catch up with all that and be like, okay, well, I don't know what to do with all this. So there could be some confusion there too. So this is going to be a great time for you guys to really just hone in and gain some clarity on what you guys really want, and then take small steps for it. Write down what your first step can be for it. And once you guys are writing this list, do not limit yourself. Let this list come out exactly the way that you've been visualizing it. You might need some logic in terms of how to go about this, right? Like if your goal is, like, say, I don't know, if your goal is that you want to be able to run a 5K at the end of the month, or not at the end of the month, but you want to be able to run a 5K in a couple months. Is it logical to be like, okay, I'm going to start off running 3 miles a day if you haven't ran in over 4 years? Like, that's not logical, right? So making logical steps towards this. But in terms of logic, don't quiet your intuition with your logic either. Like, use your intuition to say, okay, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want. And use your intuition to know when you are limiting yourself with logic too, right? Like, sometimes we could be like, oh, well, I can't really start because I don't have the right running shoes yet for me to start, you know, training for 5K. But if you have some old sneakers that you could use, like, you can still use that, right? So this is kind of also being a little bit crafty too. So don't let your logic limit you, but also use your logic to not allow yourself to feel put down when you aren't able to, like, complete it right away, right? Because if you were to try to, like I was saying with the running thing, like if you were like, okay, I want to run a 5K, I want to start running 3 miles every day. And if you, that first day when you're winded, you can barely even, like, catch your breath and can't even do the 3 miles, you know, don't feel down on yourself, right? Because that's a huge goal to try to accomplish within no time, right? Like within the first day to try to accomplish. So, you know, making small, like, logical goals first. And then I feel like that will help you guys find some confidence. Once you guys are able to complete these small goals, you'll be able to find more confidence in then reaching towards bigger goals. All right, so where your destiny is calling you to is also to get into this leadership position. This is taking leadership of your life. Look into Leo characteristics, and also look into your North Node. Look into your sun side. Look into your North Node really, and see where your soul is calling you. See what in this lifetime your body, or your soul wants to accomplish. And not everything within your North Node might match towards your desires, but like there's definitely going to be some insight in there for you. And then notice how sometimes, you know, you might find comfort in your South Node, and our destinies within this lifetime is to move out of that South Node and find our way back into the North Node. You know, eventually finding comfort in that North Node, making our North Node home for us. But this is literally about stepping into the joy of leadership. And I feel like you're going to find so much joy taking that leadership role in your life. That courage or courageousness is going to, I just heard play a tune to your heart. Like that's going, I wonder, I hope that makes sense. But like I'm seeing, like this is going to be this is a powerful move for you guys. Like you guys are crowning yourself in your own glory, I feel like, with even taking these steps for yourself. Watch your soul literally shine as you guys do this, taking influence over your life, literally finding the courage to truly step into this North Node. And also for some of you guys who are not feeling like you truly know where you should step next, look and see what lights you up with the Sun card. Look to see what would make you feel accomplished, what would bring you joy. Now, don't let these things define you, of course, you know, because your worth is not defined by anything you are able to accomplish, but truly about, I feel like you'll find your worth in stepping up for yourself, stepping into that leadership position for yourself. Yeah, bringing that fire back into you. I wonder what in numerology 47, what is that? Let's see. 4 is stability, and 7, oh, that's the wrong book. Yes, 4 is stability and manifestation, and 7 is desire and reevaluation. I like that. So stability into your desires, manifesting your desires. Yes, okay. So let's say 47 in numerology is about manifesting our desires. And finding some stability into the things that you want, like letting them come to light. Like I was saying, when you guys start, if you guys make a list of the things that you guys want, making sure you don't judge those, because that's your soul speaking up. Like that's your, if you tell your soul to or if you tell your soul to speak up and then you're like, girl please, or boy please, or like whatever, your soul might want to hide away. That's like, I think I said this in one of my readings too, but like imagine if you had told, like if you had asked a kid, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up, and they were like, oh, I want to be an astronaut, and you're like, please, like that's too hard for you or whatever. That would be so discouraging for a child, right? So make sure you're kind to yourself when these desires come up. All right, so let's get on to this self-inquiry card. Okay, so I'm hearing with the six of swords in reverse and this King of Wands, like there's a part that's not ready to move on to where you've already laid ground at. Like where you are now might be dependable, might be comforting. And you're kind of like, I feel like you're not ready to let that wall down for some of you guys. You've already built up a wall somewhere else and you're not ready to let that wall down. But this Knight of Cups is at the end. This is about accepting a new offer, accepting the offer of the soul. This is accepting your purpose. So for some of you guys, self-inquiry, you guys might be called to come inward right now and do some reflection about, is this place that I've laid ground at where I truly want to be, or is it just safe for me to be there? Is this just a dependable place for me to be here? Because that South Node, again, that can feel very comforting, right? It's because, you know, in a past life, like that was your home, right? So it's about moving away from that sense of comfort to find something new, accepting this offer, accepting the offer of your feelings, of your heart. Yeah, really cherishing that. And then lastly, this is a completion card, looking for dissolution and innovation. This is truly about ending the cycle. This is about Actually, let's read that card. I'm feeling card to read it. Because like when I look at this card, it just reminds me of like having tunnel vision. Like you are ready to step into a new place in your life. And with this Two of Cups right here, this is telling me this is this is building that relationship with your soul. This is building that trust with your soul. When you finally listen to your soul, you're building that trust with your intuition, within your own guidance and the guidance of the universe. But also you're just creating that you're like uniting with your soul. Finally letting your soul take light. Let's do the cosmos. Let's see. 41. All right. So here comes the finish line. We have made great efforts and achieved our objectives at this stage of our lives. The lessons have been integrated, the energies has been transmuted. Nothing remains here. Only our fear keeps us attached to what we know. So as I'm looking at this too, like when I do this reading for myself, I usually, like this could also be, if depending on how you want to do a reading, this could be, you know, relationship with another person, like a romantic relationship. But I always see this about communion between the ego and the soul. Letting your ego know, hey, it's okay for you to not have to be in the spotlight all the time, and it's okay for my soul to step in and make home here too. Like my soul is allowed to be at home within myself too, and speak its voice in this home that I've made for, you know, within our body. So I always feel like this is a communion card between the soul and the ego, like not shutting either one out, but making space for both. Like the ego is our attachment, like is what attaches us to this earthly plane. So I'm just a strong believer that there's no reason to just fully shush the ego and shut it out. Make friends with the ego. Let it let it speak its truth to you, even if you don't let the ego speak its truth to everyone else. But allow your soul to speak its truth to you and speak its truth to everyone else too. That's his birthright, all right? And that's your birthright, to be able to live within your soul too. Where are we? The energies have been transmuted. Nothing remains here. Only our fear keeps us attached to what we know. Surrender to the cycles and look forward to what is ready to come. A cycle is coming to an end. Your job here is finished. Pack your things because you are needed somewhere else. Don't let your fear freeze you. What is coming will be greater and better. You are ready to break old structures and build a new world. Embrace change. You have the resources and skills. You are a groundbreaker. You are challenging the rules. Although the destination is unknown, what's truly important is the journey. Your ability to adapt is key here. When parts of our I love this. Okay. When parts of our lives dissolve, the ego doesn't want to lose its attachment and release what is ready to be released. That's why death feels so uncomfortable. But take a look at nature's laws. Death makes life possible. The fire stimulates new growth in the forest. Ashes create the most fertile soil. After death always comes rebirth. After the night, the sun always rises again. Be proud of what you have achieved in this challenging journey. Look how capable you are and how you have survived and gathered a lot of lessons. You are more resilient and more powerful than ever. Now it's time to use this knowledge in a new journey. Action. Close the chapters that are ready to end. Embrace death as a part of life. Be innovative and think of new ways of doing and being. Affirmation. I'm ready to close this chapter of my life, and I'm ready to evolve in a new way of being. I love that it talked about the energy of fire and how it's also the catalyst of, you know, rebirth and of new creations. Because you guys also at the bottom of the deck for your tarot, you have the Queen of Wands, and I kind of want to read this one to you guys too, because the Queen of Wands is your optimal life force, right? This is about stepping into that optimal, or like taking or making use of that optimal life force that you have and putting it towards whatever this is, and finding the courage and finding the courage in doing so. Let's look at this. So the Queen of Wands represents a fiery force. The volcano goddess, Pile's rages can be destructive, but her blessings are just as wonderful. She is the creativity of dance and the nourishment of rich soul and the chaotic force of an explosion. This is literally like, this is stepping into your passion and finding confidence into this. Whatever you are destroying right now and rebirthing, there is going to be new life after it. So anytime that I'm like shedding a part of myself, I feel like what gets me through it is literally telling myself that I'm making space for something new to come in. I'm making space for something bigger and better to come in. And every time I ask the divine when I'm going through this process, show me how good it can get. Even if I had to cut out people of my life, show me how good it can get. And watch how great it gets. Watch how even better it gets from what you even thought that was your, from what you thought your highest potential was. Watch you soar even higher than that. Allow these energies to come in and feel them. Feel them fully. I feel like this could be a great time for you guys to start journaling. Like, this is an expansion period that you guys are asked to go on right now. And under the expansion period, you guys have the karmic lesson card. This is about ascension. Once you start expanding, watch yourself start ascending even higher. This is like you guys are breaking free from the karmic ties that you guys, or the karmic contracts that you guys have. Once you guys start expanding, once you start living into the path of your soul, you guys are going to start expanding even more. And then you guys have the Serenity card. I'm just going to the bottom of the deck right now, but I feel like these messages can be important. Slowing down. This is the Serenity card in reverse. So this is stepping out of stillness. This is action. This is movement. And then you guys have and then you guys have the Resilience card right here. This is stepping into a place of momentum, where right here we see momentum is frozen right now because of, you know, whatever it is. Maybe you guys are trying to control a situation too much and that's what's keeping you guys stuck, or you guys are feeling anxious, or you guys are boxing yourself in. Whatever this is, this is time to build resilience. This is time to find your determination and build onward motion. And then you guys have the Mother card. So this is also like when those during this time when you're, you know, in this place of soul searching, the ego's going to try to come up a lot. It's going to feel uncomfortable. The ego's not going to want to be shushed, right? It's not going to want to let the soul take light for a second. When this sensitivity comes up, nurture your inner home, right? Making sure you have a right foundation before you even start all this. Now, sometimes you can move forward like without the foundation, but like sometimes when things happen, you might feel like you want to reverse back to your old way of being if that foundation isn't strong enough. Really nurture yourself throughout this time. Mother yourself and mother these desires that you guys have. You know, water them when they need to be watered. Take care of it like you would take care of a child. And take care of yourself throughout this time too. And lastly, the Alchemist card. This is a metamorphosis, depth, and endurance. Change. This is time for change. And so let's look. You guys have, for the bottom of the deck, for your Talisman Oracle, you guys have the Success card. And then you guys have the Intuition card. Literally allow your intuition to guide you right now. Allow your intuition to guide you towards your success. Like I said, nurturing a plant right here. There's a little plant at the bottom of the Success card. So nurture this and allow its harvest to come towards you guys. And so then I asked who you guys are when you guys are in your destiny, when you guys have stepped through the threshold. And once you guys step through this threshold, you guys have this Four of Swords right here. So this is kind of like you guys feel like you can take a breath, right? You might feel like, okay, I can rest now. I'm relieved of all the stress now. Yeah, this is like a moment of quietness, right? Like you guys are being able to rest. If you guys feel like you've been in such fast energy, also with that, now that I'm thinking about it, that Mother card, that's the feminine energy. That's like, I feel like the energy of rest is quite feminine. So I feel like maybe after this period, you guys might be able to feel like you guys are in more of a going with the flow type of energy. Like you guys are able to not, like, you don't have to push yourself as hard, like, and it's because you're at such peace now. And then you guys have the Three of Cups right here. So maybe after this, you guys might be feeling like you're more in groups now, where you're more aligned with, yes, my ear is ringing as I said that. Maybe, okay, this can lead you to your soul tribe, now that I'm thinking about this. Yeah, this would be like celebrating with your soul tribe at the end of all this. But you're going to be stepping into a period of celebration and abundance and new friendships, as I was talking about soul tribe. And then also, with this Star card, I'm hearing like you guys might not be done here. Like once you guys get into this destiny, I feel like you'll just have more creative energy, like more of that feminine energy. More creation is coming towards you now, and it's because you're not denying yourself of the creation that you just created. Yeah, so that's what I'm feeling for that. And then at the bottom of the deck, you guys have the Two of Coins. So this is about balancing. Like you're gonna be feeling more balanced right now. This is gonna be stepping into a really creative era for you guys. So I wish you guys the absolute best, and I support you guys in whatever you guys are doing. If it's of course of the highest good of the collective and of yourself. But I wish you guys so much support, guys. Step into your creativity, find peace in it, and allow yourself to dream. And don't limit yourself just to your dreams, right? Because there could be so much more behind those dreams. Like I'm always thinking to myself, like, I have visualizations of what I want, but there's some things behind the veil that I can't see that are even bigger and better. So when those opportunities arise, allow them to come in. Don't be too boxed in, right? Don't limit yourself, but set some goals for yourself and then take small steps, right? I wish you guys the absolute best on this journey. I can't wait to see if you guys feel, comfortable of sharing one day. I hope that I'll be able to see what it is. But step through the threshold, answer your soul's calling. It's time. Yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys, but I wish you guys love and light. I hope you guys are able to spread your love and light with others if you feel safe to do so. And I will catch you guys in another pile or in another video. So I'll catch you guys next time. Bye. Peace. Alrighty, my pile number 2. Time to get into your reading. This one's a little different compared to pile number 1. When I was trying to meditate on your group, I realized my throat felt like it was closing up, and you guys have the communication card, which is about the throat chakra, which is fun. And then also my shoulders felt tight, so I don't know if you guys feel like you have like too many burdens on your shoulder to even relax right now. But when your throat is feeling tight, your shoulders feel tight too. So there is a relation there. Maybe getting into a space where you feel like you can like relax. If that's through meditation, yoga, going on a walk, listening to music. If it's something that stimulates your creative flow, that lets you relax. Kava. What else? Lemon balm. Something that gets you into a relaxed state. Because I feel like there's some tightness there. So yes, let's get into your reading. Where is your destiny calling you? What threshold are you being called to step through right now? So let's talk about your oracle cards right now. Firstly, you have the letting go card. Surrender, detachment, purification. We have the communication card right here. Integrity, alignment, and expression. And then we have the inspiration card. Stimulation, mastery, creative flow. Look up angel number 1717. Maybe that would resonate with you guys. And 1313. See if that resonates. And then we have the origin card, root conditioning and forgiveness. So I want to start with this letting go card. All right. Under the letting go card, we have 6 of coins in reverse and the 2 of coins and clarification for our letting go card. So originally when I looked at this, I was thinking, it's like you're kind of fighting against the current right now. Fighting against the current right now. I feel like the universe is trying to pour into you, but you're like, no, I can do it by myself. Like, no, I can balance things out by myself. But the universe is trying to put you into balance right now, but you need to surrender to that balance. I'm hearing, even if it doesn't feel so comfortable, like for the Talisman Oracle, you guys have the Balanced Emotions card in reversed. So I feel like you guys might not be feeling so balanced right now, but the universe wants to balance you out, balance the score out, but you gotta let it. So this is about surrendering. This is surrendering to the universe right now, letting the universe balance the scale out for you right now, so you don't feel like you're teetering too much to one side. Okay, so also I'm looking at these 2 bears right now, and it looks like the mom is like, she's trying to hold up both of these bears, right? But it looks kind of like she's holding one bear a little bit higher than the other. And for this, I'm like thinking like, oh, that could be the ego and soul. Like you're trying to balance them out. Like, oh, who can I, who should I listen to right now? And I'm just hearing the universe say like, let me pour into you. Let me pour this knowledge into you. Let me pour this balance, this harmony into you. Like, let me balance your scales out right now. Just surrender to me. Let me act for you right now. Let me pour some action in for you. Just release yourself to me. So maybe this would be a great time to do a purification ritual if you guys like to take salt baths. There's also this video on YouTube that I like. It's in the Ram Dass Loving Awareness playlist. It's called I Release Control. I like to listen to that song. I think it's amazing. If I can remember, I'll put it in the description box and I'll try to link it, because once you release control, like that's when the universe can fully step in, and you're going to stop resisting that current and just allow yourself to roll with the current. It's literally like if you were trying to like I'm seeing like a heavy stream right now, and you keep trying to swim the other way rather than when the stream is going that way. You're about to like, it's very difficult, right? Like, not to sound like morbid, but like you'd probably drown going that way, because you're trying to fight against the current so much, and the current's like, no, we're going this way, man. Just roll with the flow. And I'm looking at these koi fish right here. Like, there's two of them, so there's balance right here. Like the universe wants to put you into balance, but you got to surrender to it, which is easier said than done sometimes, right? Definitely if we think that we know best, but like, I'm just feeling like there's this overhead view right now. Like there's a perspective that the universe gets to see, because the universe has a outward view on things. Like the universe is I don't know, the universe can see like the whole perspective, right? Where we're just honed in on one thing, where we're like, okay, this will put us to balance. Like, so we're trying to teeter these two things, trying to put ourselves into balance, but the universe is like, nah, like let me like relax. Like this is like stepping in, I feel like, a little bit to divine feminine energy too, and truly just allowing yourself to be with the flow. Like allow yourself to be that water, but act like the fire in that way. Like act like the fire in terms of purification, but allow yourself to be with the water and just flow, and flow with the current, flow with the ebb and flows. Of course, easier said than done sometimes, but it's true. Like once you truly surrender to the universe just starts pouring in. You're like, whoa, where did that come from? Like, where did that gift come from? And it's because you surrendered. You've allowed the universe to show you how good it can get. So sometimes we're fighting against things we don't even need to fight against. Like that's why I think in last video I was talking about like having a God box, and putting all your worries into it, and then allowing yourself, like once you put all those worries into it, repeat the affirmation like, Source, I give you my worries, and I now surrender to your divine flow. I surrender to your divine timing now, because I am not fighting against the ebb and flows of my own life. I'm not fighting against the own currents of myself. And this could be the own currents of your emotions that you're fighting against too. Like, your intuition is calling you one way, but your 3D body is saying, no, we're safe this way, we'll go this way. And like I was kind of saying in pile number 1, I think I said this in pile number 1, I'm not even sure, but sometimes like the 3D body has to catch up to the soul. Like the soul is at this 5D level, 6D level, whatever, and it has a wider perspective and a greater overview of our life and our life's desires. And those seeds are planted into the 3D, right? And we start daydreaming about things. Like there's things that we want, and then sometimes we don't go towards it, right? Because that 3D hasn't caught up to this soul level. And so we kind of prevent ourselves from moving forward, or we fight against it, because we're like, well, what proof do I have that this can work out, right? And it's like we're fighting against our own alignment here. So like what I was saying with that communication card, and that's the throat chakra. The throat chakra has to do with our self-expression, about our own sense of integrity and our alignment with ourself, with our true way of being, alignment with your own self-expression, alignment with your own integrity. Like the wolf in this is just howling to the moon and doesn't care about who hears it. It's kind of moving into this Knight of Wands card. The Knight of Wands is a rebel. A Knight of Wands fights for an adventure. She I'm saying she right now because it's literally a she in the picture. You don't have to be a she. But this is onward movement of energy because it's what feels right to her. This is like, I'm going to rebel against anything that is not of my highest alignment, that it does not allow me to express myself fully. I'm rebelling against it, and I'm setting my own path. This is like that trailblazer energy. The Knight of Wands always reminds me of the trailblazer because she's literally just she's like going against the grains right now. She's going against any current that is pulling her the wrong way because she's fighting for her own alignment. She's fighting to express herself fully because her energy is her own. And I'm literally reminded of Ariana Grande, her new album. Love Ariana Grande, but her new album, her single "Yes and" that reminds me of this song. She's like, damn, what the hell is that? Why did I forget the lyric? But maybe listen to that song and see if that song resonates with you. Because she's literally like, yes and, like I can be who I want to be. Yes and, like, what do you have to say about that? Like, I'm in my own alignment. I'm within my own integrity, and I'm expressing myself fully. Because what do you have to say? Like, what do you have to say that's going to change my way of being? Like, I'm so in my own alignment right now that I can't be shook, right? I'm so within divine flow right now that I cannot be shook. And this could literally just be detaching yourself. This is detaching yourself from like a certain way of being, like allowing yourself to, I feel like, be too rigid when you're being called to freedom right now. And this is your own sense of freedom, what that means to you. What does freedom look like for you? What does prosperity look like for you? What does your highest timeline look like for you? When you visualize yourself and you visualize the story that you want to tell about yourself, like if you were to write a book about yourself, what would that, and like if you were to write a book about yourself, how do I want to say this? If you were to write a book about yourself and allowed yourself to go on whatever adventure that is, like, I don't even know how to say this, like, I don't want to say this. Like, I have it perfectly in my head, but to get it out right now, it's kind of hard. That's like that. This is literally the communication card. That's that throat chakra feeling closed. Maybe it's time to do some exercises for your throat chakra, and start doing small things that can put you in your alignment. Right. Start doing small things where you start expressing yourself a little bit easier, right? Or not a little bit easier, where you start expressing yourself bit by bit. Like maybe you're not like, okay, I can't open all the way up. Like say you want to be, I don't know, say you want to join the circus, right? And you're afraid of what people are going to think. Like, start doing small things where I don't even know how to even support that theory. Because I don't know, like, what small things do you have to do to become, like, to go to, to join a circus? I hope that makes sense to you guys. Like, start doing small things where you start expressing yourself a little bit more and more to people. Not saying you have to fully open yourself all the way up and just, like, kind of shock yourself into it, but, like, do small drops of things. Like, if you're in, I don't know, like, okay, for tarot, right? If you are afraid to let your family know that you're into tarot or like into witchcraft and everything like that, start doing small things. Like, start, I know, like you can wear like a crystal necklace or something, wearing I don't know, a crystal bracelet, something that like lets you, like, where strongly, like, oh, this shows my faith or my spirituality. But like for other people, they'd be like, oh, that's jewelry. Like, like small things. I hope that makes sense. Like small things that like where you can just start putting drops of your own self-expression out there. Like if you are afraid, like if you want to be a photographer but you're afraid of how people are going to view your photographs, like maybe just you know, maybe you don't have to post it right away to Instagram. Maybe you can just start putting your pictures, putting pictures of your, like sending those pictures to a close friend, or sending or putting those pictures on your wall. Like, I don't know, just like maybe taking small steps towards your own self-expression. But you are being asked, like your destiny is calling you towards alignment with yourself, towards your truest expression of yourself. And literally, like once you're going to get to a place where you are going to be like this wolf, where you're just howling at the moon and you do not care who hears you. It's because you're going to be expressing yourself fully, and that itself is going to feel powerful for you guys. And then what threshold are you being asked to step into? Where is your destiny calling you right now? This is like, get creative. Literally get creative. Allow these ideas to flow into you right now. Some of you guys might be writers. Some of you guys just might have a lot of creative like, yeah, this is stepping into your creative flow right now and allowing it to flourish. Like, let's see. Six of Wands and Six of Cups. Yeah, what stimulates your mind right now? When I was looking at these cards earlier, I was like looking at or I was thinking originally with this Six of Wands and this Six of Cups in reverse, like other people might try to box you in, but like this is your breakthrough this is your breakthrough period. Like the Six of Wands again is another rebel. Like this is rebelling against anything that is holding you back. This is about this is onward movement. This is about thinking about the future. So allow yourself to get stimulated about, you know, the things that inspire you, the things that what looks like an inspiring future for you? What looks like an amazing future for you? What stimulates you? And you know, this could be time to like try to get into a mastery phase of it too. Like start learning about if there is something that stimulates you. Like I was saying with photography, maybe you want to feel more confident before you put your stuff out there. So take a photography class. There's like stuff like Skillshare or even YouTube where you can get free classes. Like I'm hearing harness your growth right now. So like with the Six of Wands, like the Six of Wands is this, well, the Six of Wands in general has to do about, you know, victory, being praised. And now I'm hearing like some of you guys might have in the past tried to put something out there and maybe like people like kind of put you down for it. But this is still propelling forward. Like find new stimulation. Like sometimes like we are afraid to put something out there because we're afraid of how other people will perceive it, right? And sometimes it's not stimulating for us in a good way for us to have our something that we created, something that we cared about, to not be accepted. And if it was rejected, that could be very, very, you know, I don't know, it can put you in a very insecure type of feeling. Like it could make you feel like you don't want to share your work with others. But with this inspiration card, this is tapping back into that creative flow, finding stimulation within yourself. If you are putting something out there, you don't have to, you know, like do it for you. Like it doesn't have to be for other people to praise you on it. Even though with the Six of Wands, I am seeing like you guys can fully be praised here for it. Like you guys can be recognized for it. For some of you guys, this could lead to fame for it too, if that's what you guys want, if that's what you guys are desiring. If that feels stimulating for you guys to be recognized in that way, then, you know, then that'll come for you, of course. But this is like in the story for the Six of Wands, the lady in this, she is praised. She's praised very well for her achievements. She is an amazing warrior. And because of that, her dad wants to keep her close because he knows how good she is. And you know, that brings him rewards too, knowing how good she is. And you know, it probably makes him look good, even like makes him look even better knowing that, or having his daughter be a very like profound warrior. But in the story still, she rebels against him. She doesn't stay by his side. She follows her own path. And the Six of Cups also talks about leaving home. Let me look a little bit more into the Six of Cups too. because yeah, leaving home, letting go. This is about the future. It like letting go of whatever might try to box you in and rebelling against it again with this Knight of Wands. This energy is rebellion energy, like rebellious energy. This is fighting against the flow of anyone else to find your own flow, finding your own sense of alignment. What stimulates you? And whatever that is, follow it. Like allow that to keep stimulating you. Like feed into that. Let whatever go of the past that, or let whatever go that's in the past that one is dead stimulation, that's not even stimulating you anymore. And recognize too, if some of the things that you are stimulated by now isn't even yours to stimulate. Like maybe, you know, you are doing something for someone else right now, but it's time to step into your own alignment. Find what stimulates you. If you are living for anyone else, it's time to live for yourself now. It's time to really discover your own creative flow. Really discover what lights you up. What makes you feel like I want to share this with others? What makes you, what do you want to be recognized for? Like what truly stimulates you? What is your passion? You guys literally have the passion card that came out too. This is about, yes, letting your passions light you up. You guys have the passion card and the happiness card right now, and the confidence card. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping around, but this is literally about letting your passions light you up, finding joy in your own happiness or in your own passions, even if it doesn't go with what other people think. Yes, bird just flew past my window as I said that. Even if it doesn't go with what other people perceive as their own happiness, right? We all have our own truths, right? And it's not your job to live in anyone else's truth besides your own. So finding confidence in this, like your what lights you up does not have to light up anyone else. You know, your what lights you up simply has to light you up, right? And you are allowed to feed into what lights you up, finding passions in what lights you up. I'm going to read this passion card to you guys too. And then again, like what I was saying, like it doesn't have to light anyone else up because you're living in your own truth, right? And your truth might not be someone else's truth, right? The Six of Cups in reverse can talk about seeing things through rose tinted glasses too, and that's making me feel like you guys could have been looking in someone else's perspective of how life should be, instead of looking into your own reality of what life should be. I'm surprised like the Hierophant didn't come out, like the Hierophant in reverse, because like that's the energy that I'm feeling, like bucking trends right now, finding your own path and stepping into your own alignment and finding confidence in what lights you up. Like truly guys, I want to keep saying, like what lights you up does not have to light up anyone else besides you. What stimulates you does not have to stimulate anyone else besides you. And once you like step into that power of being in like that energy of like, oh, I'm living within my own truth right now, watch the people that are supposed to see, like if this is a creative project that you guys want to put out, watch the people who are aligned with that and aligned with their own energy show up. People are going to, when you're living in your alignment, people that are truly aligned with your highest alignment are going to recognize, you know, whatever that is that you're putting out there, because you're living in truth right now. People are going to feel that energy coming off of you. So find confidence. And that's something that you have to work up to. It's not something that, you know, happens overnight. If it does happen overnight, congrats, that's amazing. You're one of God's favorites, bet. But finding your confidence right now, getting into that, like okay, I'm like feeling like this there's a bee right here, so I'm just like feeling like you're the queen bee, right? Like everyone else is living in your story right now. You're the main character. Time to live like it, right? Yeah, everyone else is your little side characters, right? You're the main character in this story, so it's time to live. This is like, if you're not, like when you're not really living in towards, or when you're not trying to live within your own alignment, when you're fighting against your own current to try to be within someone else's current, like someone else's current is pulling you this way, or not, but your own current is pulling you that way. It's like, I don't know, I feel like, isn't that kind of confusing, right? I mean, I'm saying it is, or I'm asking the question because I think it is, because I've been in that energy before, trying to, you know, swim with someone else's current. My own current is pulling me this way, and you'll constantly feel like you're drowning this way. Like you'll constantly not find happiness this way. It's because you're going against your own current. Your current is pulling you this way, but you want to go this way to try to fit in. Now, you know, like everyone else might be over here, but like, if you have to stand alone, yeah, I'm hearing, like, my ear just rang as I said that. Stand, like, there might be a fear of standing alone. Like, there might be a fear, like, what if I'm the only one on this side? But like I was saying, once you're living in your own truth and you're living in alignment towards yourself, the people that are supposed to be with you are going to either roll with you, or there's going to be new people that are going to roll in for you. So I don't want you to let that hold you back. Like, what if I'm the only one there? No, there's gonna be people that come there too. There's gonna be people that are inspired by your own actions too. With that Six of Wands, there's recognition and fame, victory, and praise. There's praise here. Finding there's like being. I feel like you gotta praise anyone that is willing to step into their own soul's truly aligned, like true alignment, because it's hard, right? It's so easy to want to fit in. It's so easy to stick into a timeline where you are just fitting in, where you don't want to fight against the current, or where you don't want to fight against like social norms and everything, because there's comfort there, right? You're bound to fit in there. There's going to be people that want to support you, or there's going to be more people that are afraid to step in within their own alignment too. So there's a lot of people that are afraid to step in their own alignment. There's a crowd here, rather than when you're, following your own alignment and following your own self-expression. It might just be you here for a while. And I love how I'm pointing to this. So this is the Seven of Pentacles. This is literally the potential of work and success, but you're waiting for results. Like, you might be standing here for a while by yourself, but watch the people that are supposed to be there with you. Watch the people that are supposed to be within your highest timeline, your soul tribe, your soul family, whoever it is. Watch them start stepping in once you get into this energy. It's because you're aligned to your highest self now. You're aligned with your soul. You're not fighting against your soul at this point. So now you're not fighting against your soul at this point, and the people that are aligned with your soul come in too, because they're like, oh, bet this is inviting energy. This is surrendering to your own divine flow, surrendering to your own divine energy instead of fighting against it, fighting against the current. I feel like that's a very important thing for you guys, fighting against the current. Yeah. And then let's see, the origin card, root conditioning and forgiveness. And you guys have the Five of Swords. So, like did I say this right? That I feel like some of you guys might have put something out there in the past and it wasn't perceived how you wanted it to. And that might have put you down. That might have made you want to hide away. But this origin card is talking about digging up that root. Digging up. This is digging up your past to plant something new. Like, digging up anyone else's digging up that like rose tinted glasses of how we think life should be, or how we think we should be acting or be perceived, and instead planting a new seed of alignment, planting a new seed of integrity, planting a seed of authenticity right here. And watch how you prevail. Even if you were cut down before, this is your time to prevail right here. Like, and it's because you're going to be stepping into your own power right now. Like, any feelings of like you were done wrong, or any feelings that you were done wrong, like, I feel like that's going to be a feeling of the past now. Like, I feel like once you're in that own authenticity of you, I just feel like you're going to be focused on climbing higher and higher. And I don't know, I just feel like you'll be able to look at the past with forgiveness and also look at yourself. I feel like that's a very important thing. Once you start wanting to live in your own authenticity, there's forgiveness that you have to do towards others, and then there's forgiveness that you have to do for yourself for not living in your own authenticity, and having that compassion for yourself. For like, even like, I feel like that's something that was really important to me when I wanted to start living in my own authenticity and my own integrity. I realized how much I held myself back, and I got kind of angry with myself because I was like, what the heck? Like, I could have been here, or I fought against myself and I fought against my own truth so many times, and that was discouraging for me. So I had to forgive myself for doing that, because I truly did not know better. We only act out of our highest levels of consciousness, right? So I had to forgive myself and find compassion to that person that that felt like that I couldn't be who I am. So yeah, I feel like, let me look at this Five of Swords to see if there's anything else that I'm missing on this. I feel like there's something else that I'm not thinking of. And also, okay, this it also says about like bullying here too. Like sometimes I feel like I guys, if you watch this channel, the way I will talk about the ego, and I will find a way to put the ego in any conversation, because like the ego is a very important part within this, like within this earthly realm, right? The ego is very important. We are going to face people that live within their egos every day. Most of us are living within our egos every day, and the ego sometimes can try to bully us to, or like try to keep us safe and try to not let us expand, even if that's what we're being called to do. This page of coins is like, it's optimism, finding light and being a light itself. Also, it's also about setting goals and, you know, setting goals for your own harvest, setting goals for the spring and summertime where we see harvest, like coming out of the winter stage. So I just feel like this is time for you to transform into your own sense of light. And truly, again, with this Five of Swords, this is surrendering to the past and surrendering to what you can do right now and to how you can change right now. At the bottom of the deck, you guys have this patience card. This is perseverance, cycles, and divine timing. Again, surrendering to divine timing, surrendering to the divine, surrender to your own cycles. Sometimes there's going to be, I mean, if you guys are in a phase where you guys are getting ready to live within your own authenticity, there's going to be times in cycles where you're like, where you're feeling scared and it feels not safe to live within that authenticity of yourself, and you might revert back, and that's okay. Have compassion for yourself in those times, because you know, it's just like you're feeling scared, and that's okay. So I feel like having compassion to yourself in those times is going to be very important too. But also take time to balance out your own emotions. I want to read this jellyfish card, the balanced out emotions card, because I feel like that's going to be helpful for you guys. Let's see. All right. Balanced emotions. Jellyfish are graceful creatures that trust the ocean's currents to take them to their destination, guys. This is again about surrendering. Take a moment to evaluate the way you spend your energy. Sometimes we cannot see the grand picture and get caught up in the moment. If we are unable to see the lesson of of what a situation is teaching us, we get entangled in our emotions and the need for control. Are you holding on too tightly to feelings that don't serve you well? It's easier to see the solution when you feel calmer. Find a peaceful place in your home or outside where you can spend some time allowing your emotions to exist without judgment. Take a breath, acknowledge them, and let go of them. Take a breath, acknowledge them, and let go of those that no longer support you. Use this card when you need to step back and to rebalance your position. Keep this card when you're feeling triggered. Affirmation, I am gentle with my feelings. Yes. And guys, like I'm saying, like, step into your own authenticity, step into alignment. Easier said than done, right? So when you are, again, with the cycle part on the patience card, be patient with yourself. Like, this is not an overnight work, right? This takes time. It's taking me so long to want to, or to be comfortable to feel like I can be me. And even now, there's parts where I'm like, ooh, I want to hide. And you know, not everyone's going to enjoy my authenticity, but it's not for them to enjoy, right? It's for me to enjoy, and I'm not causing any harm to anybody, so that's that. So let's see. Okay, so who are you guys when you guys are when you guys are stepping into alignment, or when you guys are, look at me, when you guys are when you guys have answered the call to your destiny, when you guys have walked through the threshold? Who are you guys? You guys have the Two of Coins, which was at the bottom of the deck for pile number 1. This is like, yeah, this could be supporting. Maybe you guys are creatives, and you guys like need to support your own like you guys are supporting your own creativity and feeling more balanced within it. Like maybe I think you're just kind of going with the flow. Like this is literally going with the flow, like I've been saying. So like as you guys have been fighting against the flow, this is you guys going with the flow. When things happen, you guys are able to just balance yourself out a little bit more now. Balancing emotions, like this is a great time for you guys to start getting into emotional intelligence, or trying to emotionally regulate you, because like sometimes we're not feeling emotionally regulated. We're like, our energy gets scattered and we're just feeling like we're everywhere and we can't control ourselves. So when you have some sort of foundation of like emotional regulation, where you know, okay, at the end of the day, I know this puts me back in regulation, when things throw you off, you always know where to go back to. You always have that foundation, that like starting line, you know, that checkpoint, like, okay, I can always go back here. um as the birds get louder. Okay. um yeah, just always balancing yourself out, even when the currents aren't in your favor. I feel like you'll be able to balance things out a little bit more. This is again to that surrendering energy, and just yielding to the divine. And then you guys, for the Emperor card, you got the Emperor card in reverse, and again, the Emperor card in reverse is about rebellion. Like you are a rebel. You guys are that trailblazer within this energy. And at the bottom of the deck, you guys have the Seven of Pentacles. Like I said, this could be, this is potential, the potential for your career success, or just success in general, for a bountiful harvest. And this might take time, right? Whatever this is for you guys, it can take time. It's going to call for your patience again, surrendering to the divine time, surrendering to the divine flow. I feel like you guys are going to feel more at ease within this energy once you guys step into this threshold, step into where your soul, your destiny is calling you. And even now, like, this has also to do about reflecting on your achievements. Look and see how far you have come. And at any point where like the ego is coming up, it's because like your body's not feeling safe, right? There's a certain part that's not feeling safe. And this is what has helped me, at least. Gosh, there's somebody's car out there squeaking. But when my ego starts to show up, it's like my ego's not feeling safe, right? So it's flaring up. And with this water energy, you kind of gotta dilute it a bit. Like, this is like letting your ego know, hey, we are safe. And also, again, with that reflecting on the achievements, I feel like that card kind of threw me off, and now I gotta get back to what I was saying. But realize how far you've come. Realize how far you've made it. Like, and when I say that, I mean like how safe you truly are, right? The divine, like how far the divine has carried you, how far the divine has carried you so far, how far you have carried yourself so far. Pat yourself on the back for making it this far, right? Life is not easy, all right? It's has definitely, when you have, I don't know, just like life is not easy. It's so much we have to learn here as human souls. Like, there's so much to learn here. And there's so many things fighting against us too while we are trying to learn. So pat yourself on the back for how far you have come. And then again, on this journey, once you get to where, you know, once you step through this threshold, pat yourself again on the back for how far you have come again. Every day is an achievement. Even if it's a rough day, making it through a rough day is an achievement. Making it through a good day is an achievement. So yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. But I wish you guys the absolute best. I wish you guys courage, confidence, happiness, and joyfulness within your passions. I wish you guys strength within finding your own authenticity. And like I was just thinking too, maybe writing a list of things that you like, things that you don't like. And then, you know, once you try some things out, like, say, oh yeah, I did like that, or no, I don't like things like that, you know. So this could be a great time to start trying out new things, right? Try to see what kind of things stimulate you. Try to see what things you want to master at this time. But yes, I thank you guys so much for watching. I wish you guys love and light. I hope you guys are able and feel free to put your love and light out there to the world and to other people. And yes, and I will see you guys either in another pile or in another video. But I thank you guys so much again for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Peace. Alrighty, hello, my beautiful pile number. You guys are pile number 3. Why did I forget? Alright, so let me turn my notifications off so we can get to this. Sorry for the interruption. Give me 1 second, my dear friends. Turn off. There we go. Okay, so I want to get started because this is such an amazing message that you guys have. Okay, so we're talking about, where is your destiny calling you? What threshold are you guys ready to step through? You guys, oh, you guys have so much chakra energy here. Like we have our fifth chakra here. We have, like, this is all chakras right here. We have our throat chakra, our crown chakra, and our sacral chakra here. This is a foundation. Like, this is your inner self. Like, you're ready to evolve energetically. Yeah, it's like your body's getting ready to catch up with your soul level. Like ready to catch up to you on a 5D level. Yeah, this is beautiful growth that I'm seeing here. Like your soul, your destiny is calling you for an evolution, like right now. So let's start off with our Cosmos Oracle deck. So we have the communication card right here, our throat chakra, and which is so funny because when I was meditating for this group, my throat was making so many weird sounds. Like things were like, I felt like things were just bubbling up. So like, I feel like your throat chakra is trying to go through an awakening, or you're being asked to start supporting your throat chakra right now. So your throat chakra can like fully open up so you can be able to express yourself fully. And to express yourself courageously too. You guys have this courage card right here that has a lion on it. So that's kind of that Leo energy. So maybe you guys want to look up the Leo zodiac and see how you guys can start embodying that. Or if you guys are a Leo for your North Node, is what I'm hearing for some of you, maybe see how you guys can embody that North Node of yours. But also, let's talk about this Five of Wands. The Five of Wands talks about having conflict on the outside with other people, right? And with this communication card at the top, and also it's number 9 right here. So this is a release. This is like getting ready to end a cycle. And that communication card is really going to put you in line to walk through, or to be aligned with your destiny, to walk through whatever threshold that you want to walk through in the future, to make this big leap towards whatever passion that you can have, and just to have a new beginning for yourself. This Five of Wands and the Courage card right here is to find your own courage, your own sense of courage, your own sense of self-expression, even though you might, your own self-expression, your own truth, your own authenticity might cause conflict with other people. Other people might want to keep you stuck, and it's going to be your job to like break through that, to find your own sense of courage here. I'm like, to be that lion. Let's read the Courage card actually. Pile number 2 got the communication card too. Let's see. All right. This card represents courage, will, and determination. It will be through dealing with a new set of obstacles that will make your most significant leap forward. We learn little from times of ease. The peaceful moments in our life reward us for the hard work that we've done, but those easy times don't give us the opportunity to show our perseverance and strength of character. You have what it takes to see the situation through to the end. Courage evolves, and it grows with compassion, patience, and forgiveness. Nevertheless, alongside the hard times in life, we can still see joy and be present for all the goodness coming our way. Affirmation: I am strong. And also, now that I'm thinking about this, the Five of Wands for the story in this, it talks about how, okay, so for the story for this, they're all brothers. There's 5 brothers here. And it talks about how they like argue and fight all the time, and they play fight all the time too. But in times of stress, or in times where other people are coming against them, they join together in unity to resolve any conflict. And again, with this Five of Wands, the Five of Wands could be like you're having external conflicts with someone. Like you can be clashing egos with someone too. And this could be clashing with your own ego too. Like this communication card right here is the authenticity of the self, you know, being in alignment with yourself and your truest self, your higher self. And sometimes that higher self and that soul can clash with the ego, with our own ego, and it can also clash with other people's ego too. And I think it would be important, like I said in this courage card, is to like find that place of compassion, find that place of compassion for other people's ego and for your own ego. And for like, if this is, you know, maybe you're clashing with other people's ego, you're clashing or having external conflicts with other people because you want to show up for yourself, keep showing up within your own truth, right? Keep staying aligned to your own truth. Stay in that sense of authenticity, but also your own integrity. Like, I'm feeling like putting your foot down on your sense of being and on in the way that you want to be too. I think I was saying this within pile number 2, is that your own truth is probably going to cause conflict with other people, and it's okay, right? Everyone is allowed to live within their own, or everyone has their own sense of truth, right? And well, other people's truth aren't like, will probably won't align up, or probably won't line up with your sense of truth too. But it's also really important to know when sometimes like we're taking on other people's truth besides our own. So this is breaking free from that, finding your own self-expression. The wolf here is howling at the moon with no concern about who hears him. This is just opening up to your own way of being and being proud of it. You know, with the courage of the lion, being proud of your way of being, and not caring about who hears you. And I know that's easier said than done, because you know, we live in society where we're kind of supposed to fit in, right? It's more acceptable for people to fit in. But what if, you know, fitting in with others isn't your truth, right? And our responsibility here, I feel like, in this life, is to find our own truth and be able to live within that truth authentically towards us, because no one's going to know your own truth better than you, right? You know your truth better than anyone else. And so sometimes, like, so I was just watching, my sister was watching this movie downstairs. I can't remember what it's called, but the dad, he was like just imposing himself over and over and over on his children, and his children wanted their own lives. And the brother wanted to propose to his girlfriend, and he was just like, I just know that he's going to try to convince me not to. And you know, he's going to, like, basically he was just going to keep imposing himself on, like, putting his own truth and beliefs on his son. And his son was like, and he's probably going, and I'm probably going to, you know, break down and, you know, believe my dad's truths, and I probably won't be able to follow my path because I'm going to be, you know, too afraid to, or I'm just, you know, yeah, too afraid to stand his ground, is what he was saying. And I think it's just so important to, like, know sometimes, like, definitely if you're very empathic, sometimes we take on the energy of other people and we make that our truth. And I think this is where also the level of discernment comes in, is to understand, hey, is this really my truth, or is this somebody else's truth that they want me to take part of? And then ask yourself, how are you going to feel? How are you truly going to feel if you take part of someone else's truth and make that your own? If you have to, you know, 15 years down the line, if you stay in someone else's truth, how are you really going to feel? Like, you're probably going to look back in the past and be like, damn, I wish or like, yeah, I feel like people have that midlife crisis, right? Where they're either the midlife crisis or their Saturn return, where they're like, I want to find myself. I want to see who I truly am. You're being told, start now. Walk through that threshold now. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling on that. Give me 1 second because I want to close my window. Okay. So let's move on to the 5 of Cups energy, the oneness, and the learn the truth card. So when I looked at this part of our spread in particular, have you guys ever heard of, like, I see birds flying past my windows. I'm about to talk about this. Have you ever heard of someone talking about, what's it called? Near-death experiences, where people talk about, people share their stories of their near-death experience, where they, like, go through this whole experience where they see that they picked every part of their life to happen. They picked everything down to the detail through all the traumas that they have to pick, all the life lessons, all the karmic lessons that they would have to go through in this lifetime. So people have these near death experiences, and they see that, like, I think it's this in between stage between going to the light and, you know, staying on this earthly plane, that they see them picking all of these experiences in their life, and then they come back into the world, like they gain consciousness again, and they're like, they have this newfound experience of, or newfound knowledge of their life now, and it's because they realize that they picked all these experiences, even as shitty as all these experiences can be. Now, am I saying that because we picked these experiences before, like before we came down to this earth, that we deserve to go through these experiences? No, those experiences are shitty as hell, and it's hard to overcome. It's hard to find peace with these experiences that we go through, because this earthly plane is no joke, right? This is the hardest school out there, right? This is literally, if you're a starseed, this is Starseed University, right? And this is the hardest class that you get to take. This is the class that, you know, this is like the Yale, like the hardest, like only the 1% get to go, right? This is the hardest school out there. And it's because of the lessons you have to learn here. It's because of the low vibrational lessons that we have to learn here. So, and am I ever saying that we deserve these? No. But even me, like, I've been through some shitty ass shit before, and I've had experience where I'm like, damn, I picked all this for me. Like, and with this Learn the Truth card, one, it's like, give yourself so much compassion and love for yourself, and realize your strength, that you have made it, that you have, I mean, even if it's a shitty time now, like, look how strong that you are. Like, look how strong you truly are. You have made it, right? You're still persevering. Like, your soul is still persevering, ready to go. I really don't want you guys to take this the wrong way, because I'm not saying that we deserve any of this. Life is shitty sometimes, right? It doesn't mean we deserve any of these shitty experiences, even though our soul picked them. Because, you know, I feel like the soul doesn't really understand the earthly plane, right? The ego understands this earthly plane. The soul understands, you know, I feel like the higher levels, right? But you know, I want to keep saying this, but like, I really don't want y'all to take this the wrong way, because I mean, from my beliefs, I believe that we choose these experiences here, as shitty as they may be. And I feel like once you start learning from these experiences, learning from your own grief, and then learning from your grief, learning from these places of stagnation and depression, I feel like this is what gets you closer to oneness. This is what gets you closer to the divine. It's this self-realization here that these are just learning experiences, right? These are sometimes very shitty learning experiences that bring us closer to our own truth. Our flaws help us learn, and the flaws of this earth help us learn too, as crazy as that might be. I saw 4-4 on the clock as I said that. But I do want to read this oneness card to you guys. I don't read it that often, so let's read it actually. All right, let's see. And this is ether energy, so this is, you know, a mix of the divine, feminine, masculine, all that good energy. So, I am without form, without limit, beyond space and beyond time. I am in everything, and everything is in me. I am the bliss of the universe. Everywhere am I. I am existence absolute. Knowledge absolute. Bliss absolute. I am that. I am that. That's from Swami Rama Tirtha? Sorry if I can't pronounce that correctly. All right. You are being invited to remember your true nature and what you came here to do, to fortify your path. Or sorry, to fortify your, why did I say path? That's probably true too, to fortify your path, but to fortify your faith. Even when nothing seems to make sense, you are doing your part. Stop doubting. Keep it simple and embrace your oneness. You are one with all that is, and you are living inside a human body to have an earthly experience. That is, I just had goosebumps as I said that. That is so important. Let me read that again. You are one with all that is. You are living inside of a human body to have an earthly experience. This is kind of like detaching yourself from your experiences. Like, you know how they say the world isn't happening to us. Whatever the quote is, y'all know the quote. Well, I don't want to ever know the quote every time I come to y'all trying to say something, but all right. You may think you are separated from the outside, but you are all that you perceive. You have a divine purpose, and you came here to fulfill your mission: freedom from attachment and aversion. Your personal awakening is the collective awakening. You are the sun, the moon, and the stars. Now it's time to remember. The layer of, oh gosh, you guys are really feeling like my star seeds. Like I literally, as I was saying, sorry to stop while I'm reading again, but as I was saying, this is Starseed University. Y'all are my star seeds. I'm feeling it now. Ooh. Oh, I just heard Lyran star seeds. So maybe you guys have really been having a rough experience here on Earth. Okay, let's keep going though. Where was that? Okay, the layer of reality governed by the crown chakra revolves around divinity. This is our conduit for the divine will. Through our crown chakra, we can transcend the duality and reunite with the cosmos in oneness. The crown chakra can hold issues around spiritual disconnection, isolation, and lack of purpose. Its energy wheel is located above the crown of the head, and its sound is silence. Action: balance your crown chakra. Reinforce your commitment to your spiritual practice. Open your channel to feel the divinity within. Stay away from distractions and be in silence. See yourself in every manifestation of the cosmos. Embrace your divine self. Affirmation: I'm infinite and boundless. I'm living my divine purpose, and I live in oneness. Okay. I don't want to read too many of these cards to you guys, but I feel like these cards will really help you guys. So, okay, the affirmation for this one in particular, for the Learn the Truth card, is my flaws help me grow, and now I see the truth. This is also about sitting within those uncomfortable feelings too, and allowing yourself to feel them. Like, now, even when I was saying before, like, experiences, like, or like life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you, right? Or like, it's like disconnecting yourself from that way of thinking, but, or like disconnecting or kind of detaching yourself from like the way that, or like the feeling that life is just trying to beat you down, right? But even as you detach from that way of feeling, I think you of course should still be able to feel this fully. Like, sometimes, like when shit happens, I think you should be able to feel those emotions. Feel them, but like don't dwell in them, right? See what this is trying to teach you. Like, for the last couple weeks, I've been going through a lot of healing work still, and it's been a very emotional experience for me. And it's also been a very knowledgeable experience for me too. Like, I've learned so much from the pain that I've been feeling, from the pain that has bubbled up, or from the emotions that's been bubbling up. Even from the experiences where I'm like, that's shitty as hell. Why the hell did I go through that? Why the hell do I have to keep going through this? And it's because it's teaching me a lesson. It's teaching me so much. Even though I don't want to go through this, it's teaching me a lot right now. So I think, like, for me, I have to pause and be like, what is this trying to teach me? Because sometimes when we don't notice things, right, or we don't know why something is happening, we keep going through those cycles and going through those cycles and going through those cycles again and again, until we finally learn from those cycles, or we finally learn from that karmic lesson, whatever it is. So I think that it is like taking that moment of silence and taking a moment of stillness and seeing, what is this trying to teach me? Like, what is at the root of this? I'm always a let's get to the root of it type of person. Okay, so let's get to this column now. We have materialization, creativity, adaptability, and pleasure. And then we have the Three of Swords and the creativity card again. This is about creating, this is recovering too, creating like your own safe haven right now. This is like you saving yourself. You, I'm hearing like have a newfound sense of peace. But it's also creating, there's like, I'm feeling like I'm getting a lot of words right now. One sec. Let's see. Okay, I'm hearing like creating from your own moments of displeasure, like being your own muse. Like, you guys ever heard of the what's it called? Like the tortured artist, right? They are able to create so much off of their own pain, off of their own like let's if you think about Taylor Swift, like Taylor Swift, she'll come out with a new album or come out with new songs after she's had a bad breakup or something. She's her own emotional muse. Um so I feel like getting in touch maybe with your creativity, but allow yourself to be your own muse and watch how you are able to recover from your past by you being your own muse. Like maybe channeling your heartbreak or channeling the displeasures of the past into creativity might help you let yourself be free from them. Um, like I'm here, I just heard weave a new tale. So I don't know, getting into a creative phase, but also like materializing. Gosh, I keep hearing like materializing off of your own pain. Like this is truly like being your own muse. Like this is literally giving that tortured artist type of type of vibe, like the tortured musician, the tortured poet. Like that's what I'm getting from that. Like creating off of your own, creating off of like your pain of the past or whatever, so you can, I mean, like find peace with it, or bring, I don't know, give it a lighter feeling, is what I'm feeling. Mm. Okay, so let's get into this section right here. We have the nurturer. Um, Also, you guys have 44 right here and 11. So maybe you guys are seeing 1111 or 111 and 444. Um, so I feel like with that 444, like, and 111, I'm also just thinking that, like, you are, like, if you guys feel lonely on this earth, and I'm feeling like this is my star seeds, right? This is, y'all must be star seeds. But your guides are telling, like, we're here, your guys are saying we're here with you, like, you guys, you're not alone, we are here with you. You might not see us all the time, but call us in if you want us, if you want to feel our presence. um I can definitely relate to that star seed energy where you feel like you're not at home and you feel like you're alone here on this earth. But in those times, that's when I'm like, okay, guides, like please let me feel your presence. Let me know I'm not alone right now. Let me know there is this divine oneness. Like, or you ask source, like, let me feel connected to you right now. Let me feel your presence right now. Let me feel your divine oneness right now, your divine abundance. But yeah, let's see. Let's look at this. Let's see. The nurturer, resources, security, and sensuality. Okay, this is still going back to this, like, this kind of Five of Cups energy here. And I'm really, like, I'm getting the feeling that you are safe. Like, you are, I just heard in my head, we are protecting you. You are safe. This is Six of Cups, like letting go of the past. Like this Three of Swords, if it's not in reverse, it talks about, you know, heartbreak, like self-harm in any type of way, like not feeling like you've been in a safe situation. I feel like I just keep hearing in my head, look how far you have come. Look how, like, look how strong you are. Look how much you have persevered. Give thanks to yourself. This is letting go of the past so you can move forward. This is future thinking. And sometimes future thinking can only come when we feel more secure in ourselves. You know, when that root chakra is feeling more secure. I just heard an abandonment moon for some. So maybe you can look into that. I just keep hearing in my head, look how far you have come. I heard, look how far you've come. Let me nurture you in oneness. Let me nurture you in divine oneness. Okay. But this is onward movement. This is future thinking. This is feeling brighter about the future. because letting go of the past, healing from the past, nurturing yourself, nurturing that inner child, nurturing anything that needs to be nurtured right now, so you can move forward, so you're not stuck in past thinking, so you're not, living within that Five of Cups where you can't move on, and life just keeps happening to you, instead of for you. Mm-hmm. Okay, and you guys have the safe travel card right here too. So I'm hearing like it's safe for you to move on. It is safe. There's so much more to come. Like, not in a bad way, but there's more life for you to live rather than just living in the past, living in, like, staying stuck, right? Staying stuck within past energies. Because now that I'm here, I'm like thinking in my head, like, how are those past energies serving you now? Are they are they giving you good energy right now? Are they like, are you learning from these energies? Are we growing from these energies and seeing what these energies like? Okay, so maybe I should get a little personal and tell you guys one of my things. Like, let's see. Okay, let's talk about, I talked about this kind of in my paint and watercolor video, where I was having constant relationships or friendships with people, and relationships in general with people, where I had to take on that nurturing role for other people. And that was my sense of comfortability unconsciously, even though I didn't really want those relationships. Consciously, like, I wasn't understanding why I kept going into those relationships, but it's because I wasn't learning from it. I wasn't learning from any of these relationships that I had, and I would end a relationship with someone and I would jump into another one that was like that, and that cycle kept repeating. But that cycle, I've only been able to break that cycle when I had learned, one, why do I keep getting into those cycles, even though I hated those types of relationships. Not hated those people, but I hated those relationships. I hated how I felt in those relationships. And also, it was because I kept disregarding my own boundaries, disregarding my own sense of security within myself. I was letting myself down on that root level. I wasn't respecting my own boundaries. And because I wasn't respecting my own boundaries, I wasn't having other people respect my boundaries too. And only when I was able to, one, stand tall on my own boundaries, again with this communication card and your self-expression, like when I was able to be courageous and step into my own boundaries and put my foot down, and not only put my foot down, but learn from these relationships. I had a part in these relationships too. Like, on a codependency level, those relationships made me feel good. So one, I feel like learning its truth, learning the truths of the past, and also give yourself compassion if you have been allowing other people to not respect your boundaries, and give compassion to yourself for the person that you were in the past that didn't feel comfortable letting people, or that didn't feel comfortable putting your foot down on your boundaries, right? There's compassion that you need to have for yourself, and compassion that you need to have for others, I feel like. And for where you were at a soul level, and for where they are at a soul level, because truly we can only act out of our highest level of consciousness. So for me, that's what I try to think. Like, in the past, I was only acting how I knew how to act then. And definitely, like, if you guys feel guilt, right? Guilt means that you've grown, right? Guilt means that that, what you did was either wrong or isn't how you would want to act now. So that means that you know better now, rather than then when you didn't know better. So I feel like guilt needs to be transmuted into compassion, because now you know better, and when you know better, you do better. And most of the things that we're guilty about, I feel like, are things that we don't repeat now, but we hold on to that guilt in the past because we were like, oh, that was so wrong of us, or that was so wrong of them. But now if you're here, like, we know better. I hope this is making sense to you guys. Am I just like talking randomly right now? It's just like, I don't know, there is this recovery period that needs to happen. For some of you guys, like, I'm feeling, maybe you guys need to paint your emotions. Like, think about an experience that you've had with someone that you're still holding a lot of emotional baggage with. What color is that emotion? What is that emotion? Like, what's at the root of that? I feel like getting to the root of things and learning the truth, if it's from your own flaws or other people's flaws or just the flaws of the universe, what truth is behind all that? You know, what is there to learn from any of that? And then let's look this Elixir of Life card. I don't get it often, so I do want to read it. Okay, let's talk about it. So the mortality is a reminder that life is short. The Elixir of Life card does not offer immortality, but shows up in a reading to remind you that you are, or that there are things greater than us. And by adopting this philosophy, we can be a part of a whole that is of itself immortal. Let me read that again because I don't feel like that. Okay. Where was I? The Elixir of Life does not offer immortality, but shows up in a reading to remind us that. Oh gosh, why do I keep? Gosh. My throat chakra. This is too much. The Elixir of Life does not show up. Okay. I can't. Maybe I need to take a breath. Gosh. The Elixir of Life card does not offer immortality, but shows up in a reading to remind you that there are things greater than us. And by adopting this philosophy, we can become a part of a whole that is of itself immortal. We want both simplicity and abundance, and seeing the pure energy connecting us can be liberating. Our unconditional capacity for love and kindness is immeasurable and has the ability to remove all fear. Acknowledging the laws of nature that govern the universe places us on the power and responsibility to create our own sense of meaning. The Elixir of Life card offers insight when you are on a quest for meaning. Gosh, I really tried so hard to read that. That was not working. All right, it was not working. I really tried. I promise. The affirmation is energy lives forever. Energy lives forever. So the card is also saying that it's good to be used to when you need to see the bigger picture, right? And I feel like this goes back to the Six of Cups here. Like, this is future thinking, like letting go of the past and being like, gosh, with this group, I feel like it's like honing in on like the fact that, gosh, I'm having such a hard time trying to think with this group. I'm struggling right now. Like, my words will not come out. Yeah, this is getting hard. Okay, so let me just say this. I feel like what will help this group is looking at your reality now and seeing how things of the past are holding, how you're still holding, how if you are still holding. I am struggling, y'all. I'm really trying. This is because this throat chakra card came out. I swear that's the reason why. But okay. If you are still holding space for things of the past that no longer need space held for, like if you are holding on to grief of the past when your body is really ready to move on, like if you are ready for this healing, but you're still holding on to the past, like the threshold that you're being asked to step through is this sense of healing, is this sense of recovery, going through a period of recovery, going through a period of feeling I feel like feeling everything, and then making space for new energy to come in. With this energy lives forever card, energy can't be created nor destroyed, right? That's what they say. So I feel like just a transmutation of these energies, like learning to transmute grief into compassion. Again, being your own muse. I feel like transmuting your pain, I feel like, is going to be very important. So you can materialize something new for yourself, materialize new energy for yourself. Um, like, you probably won't forget if someone caused you past pain, but how you view that past pain in your current reality changes everything. Um, like if we are still viewing ourselves as victims of the past, it's hard to see ourselves as the warrior that we actually are, as the warrior with who has been through all these battles and that's still standing now. Like, that's something that was hard for me to deal with too. I still have to remind myself of, is that I am not a victim anymore. All right, I am a strong warrior. I have prevailed. I have persevered. And I think that's the future thinking, right? Coming out of this, I am a victim, when you were a victim, but who are you now? Are you still identifying yourself as that victim? Or are you the warrior? Are you the person that has persevered? Are you the lion that has come out more courageous, as more powerful now? Now, like, from the things that you've learned, now you know your boundaries. Now you know your boundaries with yourself and with others. What have you learned? So you now, like, as I was saying, like, not staying in the victim mentality. I'm not saying that, of course, I'm not saying that you're invalid. I'm not saying that anything you went through is invalid, but it's this onward movement. It's this future thinking. How do I want to go on? Do I want to go on with the victim mentality, or do I want to gain some sense of security in myself and realize I've made it? I am still going. I am still strong. I am persevering. I am proud of myself for how far I've come, even through the shit that I've had to go through, or that I've had to go through, right? Okay, so yes, let's move on now. So who are you when you are embodying your highest self, or when you have answered the call of your destiny, when you have stepped through this threshold? Who are you in this time period? Okay, so you have the Hermit card in reverse here, clarified by the Four of Coins in reverse. Let's see. Yeah, this is like, this is you understanding that you might have been holding yourself back here, like this self-deception here. Holding yourself back from, and kind of delaying yourself from the person that you can evolve into. And the person that you evolved into is this Nine of Coins. This Nine of Coins is someone that is very well accomplished, someone that's comfortable, someone that is secure within themselves. There's just a level of comfortability here now. You're someone that's more comfortable now. Like, you're not seeing yourself as someone that needs to be pitied, right? Or someone that needs to, gosh, is that the right word to say, someone that needs to be pitied? Okay, but let's move on. I'm saying, like, you're not, there's connection now that you have with yourself. You're not seeing yourself as that victim anymore. And I'm sure, like, that it was, oh gosh, I'm struggling trying to talk to you guys right now. I'm really trying to get through this. This is hard. Okay. Okay, so anyways, so I'm saying that this was hard to let go. It was hard to move out of this energy. And it's because sometimes we ingrain that energy within us. Like, once we keep identifying with something over and over and over again, we put that into our identity. Like, we think that is us. So it's hard to separate from identity that we've created for ourselves. But you guys created a new identity for yourself here. And it's an identity where you feel so accomplished with to where you have come, how far you have come. And there's a level of comfortability here now. And also, you guys have the Queen of Cups. This is someone that is very intuitive. Like, you are intuitive to your feelings and you respect your feelings. You are still generous, but you also know where your boundaries lie, and you know what happens, like, you know what happens to yourself. You know how you feel when someone disregards your boundaries, and you know how you feel when you disregard your own boundaries too. So it's like you have that sense of comfortability within yourself to respect yourself in that way, and to um, have other people respect you in that way too. Um, let's see, is there anything else? Um, yeah, and also at the bottom of the deck, you guys have the Eight of Wands. So I feel like your communication is even better with people now too. Like, you know how to communicate your needs with other people too. You know how to communicate your feelings with other people, and communicate those boundaries with other people too, is what I feel. Guys, that was hard. That was hard. That was a really hard reading to give. I don't know why. Um, but I do thank you guys, if you guys were able to stay through all that. I thank you guys so much for watching. I wish you guys love and light on your journey. I hope you guys are feeling free enough to spread your love and light with others. And I will see you guys next time, or in another pile. I swear, if you watched one of the other piles, I was not like this. I promise, I promise. Or maybe I was and I just can't remember. Who knows? But yeah, I wish you guys love and light. I hope you guys are feeling free to spread your love and light with others. Love and night. What is up with me? I really need to learn to slow down for a second. Like, I need to slow down. I need to go meditate or something. Something's off. But I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much. Bye. Peace. Hello, hello, my beautiful pile number 4. So, like I said in the intro, if you watched it, if not, that's perfectly okay. I will say it again. But today's video is, or today's reading really is, where is your destiny calling you right now? And what threshold are you ready to walk through? Okay, so let's look at your oracle cards first. When the oracle cards came out at first, I was thinking that right now you're at the end of a karmic lesson. As I say, I'm surprised the judgment card didn't come out. But yeah, so right now you're at the end of a karmic lesson right now. You're almost like you're getting ready to ascend right now. You're getting ready to ascend to a higher version of you, to a higher timeline right now. And you've put in a lot of work, I see, because this karmic lesson doesn't come out really unless you have been putting in the work, or unless it's telling you to put in the work. But right now it's telling you have put in the work. And right now, this spread that I'm feeling right, or the spread that I'm seeing right now, it feels like it's the calm after the storm, but the storm hasn't fully stopped yet. It's like where it was fully storming before. I feel like it's now, like, now you're in like a drizzle right now, before the sun comes out, before the clouds fully part. So looking at the oracle cards right now, I'm feeling like where your destiny is calling you right now, what threshold you're being asked to step through right now, is a slight pause. And not a pause as in full stagnancy, right? This is like a patient period with yourself. In one of these oracle cards, I can't remember which one, it talks about, actually I think it's one of these oracle cards, one of the Cosmos Oracle, where it talks about patience isn't about how long you have to wait or how long you have to be patient, but it's about what you do within that patient period that really counts. So I feel like this is your patient period to get some like silent work done, not you know, going through any heavy work, but this is like your recouping session, before the big change with this karmic lesson, before the full ascension right here. This is like your preparatory phase before fully stepping into what could be your destiny, or with this threshold, a new beginning for you. So you're being asked to hone in on your sense of self right now. Take care of your home. Do some self-care work for you right now. I'm getting hot as I say this. But yeah, hone in on your sense of self right now. What makes you feel good right now? This is a great time for self-care and really nurturing your body right now. Getting into a state of groundedness right now is really important. You guys have the safety card right here. Belonging, stability, and certain, like really rooting yourself in the ground. Like, like I'm seeing like feet digging or like toes digging in the ground right now, trying to find stability, trying to find a sense of safety right now. And like being on common grounds with yourself. You guys have been putting in a lot of work, and that's a energy work, ascension work, karmic lessons. That's a lot of energy on the body. The body has to do so much. So this is like, this isn't a patient period to just, um like this isn't like the four of swords energy where like you have to be in full meditation and like fully take a break. This is like letting your body catch up to the soul right now. Like your soul has been doing a lot of work, and that's why this karmic lesson is ready to end. This is why you're ready to ascend from this old karmic lesson right now and move it to a new timeline, is because your soul has done a lot of work. So it's like your body kind of has to catch up to it right now. You guys have the restoration card. This is gentleness, recharge, and enjoyment. Be happy and grateful. Like give yourself so much love, because you guys have been putting in so much work. That's so much energy you guys have been using to restore yourself, to restore your soul, to do the work that you guys have had to do this karmic lesson, to finish this karmic lesson to the point where you're ready to ascend from this old karmic lesson into a new timeline. So yeah, this is a period of nurturing right now. And this isn't exactly the period for you guys to expand. This is the period for you guys to gain a sense of stability after all the work that you have done. Let your body catch up to the soul right now. Allow yourself to recharge. A salt bath would probably be really nice for you guys. Being out in nature would be really good for you guys too. This isn't exactly the time for you guys to be outgoing or to put something out there. This is the time for you guys to regather yourself after everything that has been going on. Yeah, I see you guys like have been working on a fruitful harvest for yourself, and it's ready to come in for you guys. You guys are literally about to step through that threshold. That's the threshold that's being ready to step through. That's where your destiny is calling. You guys have been putting in a lot of work on this material plane and on the soul, and like on a soul based level too. So with this, I was about to say with this 12, what is 1212 in numerology mean? You guys might want to look that up, but with this karmic lesson card, it's like this is what's been going on the soul plane, and it's about to manifest itself on the material plane too. So you guys can see the fruits of your labor now. This is going to be a point where sometimes like we do so much inner work, so much emotional work on ourselves, and it's like we can feel that we've been doing a lot of work, but we can't really see it sometimes. Like we know that we've been doing the work. Other people might not know, other people might not be able to see the work that we've been putting in towards ourselves and bettering ourselves and healing ourselves. But it's about to be shown on a material plane too. This is going to be something that can be seen now. You're about to be getting the fruits of your harvest now. Your harvest has been one sec. Oh, sorry, I was getting a message. Your harvest has been in a season of growing right now. So this is like your harvest is coming in, and it's coming in full. This is 9 of coins. This is material fulfillment. If you guys have been looking for, I mean, if this is abundance as in money that you guys have been looking for, I see you guys being able to have that. If this is just, but I also see this as just overall fulfillment on the material plane, for whatever harvest you've been trying to grow. And I see with this yellow bird right here, I hear serendipity. Like this is happiness that you guys are feeling right now. You guys are going to be able to see all the work that you've been putting in, and it's presenting itself on the material plane. This is something you can finally feel and see with your own hands now, and not just knowing. The soul knows so much more, but the body wants to feel something, right? We want to be able to see it sometimes. Like you can see or you can feel all the work that you've been doing, all the work that your soul has been doing. But it's also very nice to be able to see it too, and also be able to hold something that, you have been putting in a lot of work now. Like if you when you plant your seeds at the beginning of harvest, you plant them underground, right? So there's a lot of work happening underground. The roots start spreading underground, and you don't finally get to see the fruits of that harvest until it decides to sprout itself out of the ground. Or even like I'm thinking like a carrot, like the carrot grows underground, right? And then at the end of its harvest, you have to pull it out of the ground. So this is like it's like a pause right now before you are able to pull it out of the ground. But this is a very fruitful harvest that you guys are getting. So that's amazing. Where your destiny is calling you, a threshold you're being asked to take care of right now, or step through right now, is this mothering nature to yourself. Mother your mind right now. This you have two 9 energies right here. So this is like the end of a cycle before stepping into a new cycle, right? Or like, this is like the second to last step before being able to end a cycle fully, right? So you're almost there, almost there. But this is really nurturing your mind right now, making yourself feel at home in your mind, not just being, you know, a tenant of your mind, right? Someone that's just paying rent to like live there. You are the owner of your mind, and it's time to nurture yourself as that. Be the mother of your mind. Understand what needs your attention, what does not need your attention. Don't spread yourself too thin. And making sure you fill up your own cup before you can fill up anyone else's. You know, what I'm feeling right now is like making sure you're not, this isn't a time for you to burden, I'm saying burden, but maybe it's not a burden for some of you guys. This isn't a time for you to burden yourself with the troubles of anyone else right now. I feel like this is a little bit of a selfish period for you guys. And that's okay. This is a period of your recharge right now. So this is important for you guys. It might feel selfish to tell people no right now. I don't have space right now. But this is time to nurture yourself first. And if you have the space later, go ahead and do so. But this is an amazing time for you guys to nurture your mind. Be free from the mind. Make your mind your home. Don't. Our mind can be very sensitive, right? Someone says something to us, and we want to react out of ego. But this is a time to live from the soul. Allow yourself to be free from past anxieties, or anxieties of, you know, maybe this has been a long period. You guys have been in this storm, of the mind. This is allowing yourself to be released from that. Allowing yourself to have the clouds part and fully nurture your mind right now. Be the mother. Truly talk to yourself how you would talk to a child. You know, sometimes children don't always understand their emotions, right? And a lot of adults sometimes don't even understand their emotions too. Sometimes we just act, and then, yeah, and then we're just acting out of ego all day. So this is a great time to just truly nurture the mind. Be aware of the mind. Be aware of it, but you don't have to dwell in it, right? You don't have to necessarily make home in the mind. But if you are going to make home, allow it to be a peaceful home. Allow it to be a home that you've decorated towards yourself, towards your own liking. Okay, so now we have the expansion card in reverse. So this is not a time, exactly like I said, to make that big move, right? This is a time, sorry, someone's car is out there. This is a time to, again, hone in on yourself. This is what I'm hearing. This is the break before the big party. This is the break before the big celebration. And this is like time to restore your energy before you need to use it even more and more and more after this. Wherever you guys are going, you guys are going to be, I'm feeling like you guys are going to be pretty booked. So this isn't time, I feel like, to rebel and to go out and strive for that victorious win right now. This is time to come inwards, or not even come inwards. You don't have to fully come inwards, I feel, but this isn't time to just fully, I think, put yourself out there. This is time to, I'm hearing get all your ducks in a row. Yeah, get all your ducks in a row right now. Okay, and then we have the safety card, and then under that we have the Queen of Coins. So the Queen of Coins is a healer. Okay, yes, this is getting really rooted, getting really grounded in your root chakra. I saw something on my Pinterest today. I wish I had my, oh wait, I do. Okay, one sec. Let me look at this for you guys, because I saw something on my Pinterest today and I'm like, this might be helpful. But this is healing of your root. Getting like, this is just these last tweaks, I feel like clearing out some old cobwebs. I feel like the last couple before you're going through this period. Let me see if I can find it. Where did I put it? Here. Okay. So the shadow of the root chakra is repression. To heal the wound of repression, one must move from the state of fear to a state of trust. This is the healing path of the root chakra. So for some of you guys, if this is money, this root chakra right now is like this last step. This is going to be like, once you get this more aligned, or more once you're feeling more stable in this root chakra, and do some more healing for your root chakra right now. I feel like maybe if you do some journal prompts for your healing, or for your root chakra right now, that could be really, I don't know, maybe that can be really balancing for you guys right now. But it's like healing the root so you can live in luxury, because this is, all right, so the safety card is our root, right? And if the roots of a plant is spoiled, or if it's damaged, then the plant's damaged too, right? So you're not going to get that fruitful harvest if the root itself is damaged. I'm not saying you guys are damaged or damaged goods, but like, I'm saying if there still needs to be work on the roots right now, if the root needs more nurturing right now, more nutrients right now, give it to it, so then you can get that fruitful harvest. So then it won't be like a harvest, of course. I'm just going to stop right there. I don't want to go too deep into that. But yeah, this is really healing this root chakra, doing some more work on that. If you guys do journal prompts, or if it's affirmations, doing that. But also, this is that feeling of, I am sure and I am safe within myself. I am safe and I feel safe in the fact that my rewards are coming towards me. My actions have been fruitful, and I'm ready to see that on the material plane. So affirmations right now about calling in this abundance for you guys can be very helpful. And also feeling safe in the fact that you guys deserve luxury. You guys deserve everything that you guys want, because if you want it, then it's truly yours, right? So this is affirming yourself in that fact that I am luxurious. I deserve to feel safe within my money. I deserve to have a safe, steady source of income, or I deserve to, I don't know, whatever that is for you, whatever this Queen of Coins is for you, what is it that you guys want to see on this material plane? And also, this is, again, the Queen of Coins is a very maternal figure. She nurtures her finances, not only for herself so she can see it keep regenerating for herself, but she nurtures her finances so she can share it with her kids. So this is, again, that mother energy right here. So nurturing what needs to be nurturing what needs to be shared right now too. Maybe you guys do want to, gain generational wealth, so your kids and your grandkids in the future are well taken care of too. It's going to have to start with you, right? It's going to have to be mothered and nurtured. If that is, having a good financial advisor, or having a person to teach you how to invest. But, always like at the end of it, it's going to come down to you. Like with this root chakra, if a lot of people can give you good advice, but if you're not really to ground that into yourself and ground that into your way of being, what good is that advice really going to be? So I feel like just really nurturing yourself right now, being very maternal to yourself, and being very maternal to the things that you want to see grow right now. What last nutrients do whatever investments, or whatever it is that needs your nurturance right now, like, you don't, of course you don't have to be, or you don't have to identify as female for you guys to have this energy. Everyone has both, masculine and feminine energy, but this is really diving deeper into this feminine energy, that maternal nature, to get what you want out of this. You guys are almost there, and this is just like the last couple, I'm here like the last couple days of this, or yeah, the last couple of days of this I'm feeling just to like, this is just that moment of recharging, like making sure that plant has just enough water to last for these next couple of days, like, or I'm thinking like of like a succulent plant. The succulent plant only needs to be watered like once a week, so I'm feeling like watering it this one last time, and then the next week after this, like it might be able to water itself at this point. Like it's going to be able to retain that moisture or retain the nutrients that you have given it. And also, number 5, that's a card of change too. So there is change right now happening into your root chakra. Just keep doing the work to heal it. Keep doing the work to mother that root chakra. Any shadow aspects that are there that need to be seen and brought to the light, do it, transmute it. And then lastly, restoration towards your own. Do something fun for yourself. What sparks you right now? Whatever sparks you up right now, it will give you heavy restoration energy. Like that will make you feel recharged. If like on this card, the Ace of Wands, she has a little paintbrush, and if it's painting that makes you feel recharged, do it. If it's writing that makes you feel recharged, do it. Connect with yourself and really enjoy this time of restoration that you have right now. Being gentle with yourself right now and your inner world, being gentle with your inner world, and also working to restore it at the same time too. Maybe sitting next to water would be really helpful for you guys. I know there's a lot of healing water sounds on YouTube if you guys wanted to listen to those too, but this is a time of restoration before the next big leap. So I want to look again at these at the bottom of the deck energy. We have I don't know if you guys can see it. We have the inspiration card for the bottom of the deck. Stimulation, mastery, and creative flow. This is a time to hone in right now. This is honing in as the birds get louder, as I said this. This is also this is a great time to hone in on your own skills right now. If this is something that you are putting out there, this is a great time before this next big push in your life to try to gain more mastery on it, learn more about it, stimulate yourself in your own in your own creative flow, stimulate yourself in your own desires right now. What makes you feel good right now? Where is your mind leading you right now? What ideas is the divine feeding into you right now? And then you're gonna be able to plant these seeds soon and then watch them grow. If you guys have been getting any ideas right now, this is a good time to start writing down and seeing what you want from these ideas. Where do you want? What's the big picture of this idea, and where do you want to see this idea go? Where do you want to see this idea grow? And then at the bottom of the deck for our tarot cards, we have the Fool in reverse. So again, this is not the exact time to start something. This is time to nurture and I'm like hearing nurturing and kind of hold it before you give it off, before you put it out there fully. This is about to be a very expansive period for you guys, a very abundant period for you guys. But this is about, within that patient period, what are you doing within that patient period to make the best of that patient period right now? So if you are feeling stagnant right now, understandable. And I understand that fully right now. I'm in a bit of a stagnant period kind of, but like I feel like the energies are kind of changing right now. Like I feel the change in energy right now, but I'm trying to make I'm trying to make a lot of use of this stagnant period and use it as a period to grow right now. So as I'm not doing much, like as I'm not seeing, I'm still seeing some on the like material plane right now, but I'm feeling like something big is coming in right now. So I'm doing a lot of internal work right now to like really, make a good foundation for whatever this is coming in. But okay, lastly, let's look at our oracle cards on the bottom for the Talisman Oracle. Let's see. Oh, okay, so this magical power card, we have a dragonfly. Like, there is truly magic being done on the spiritual plane right now that you guys cannot see, but it's about to make itself truthful for you. It's about to show you right now what's happening. You guys have the magical power card and the learn the truth card. So the dragonflies are very magical beings, right? They live in, like, they start off in very, like, murky ponds, or I think it's ponds or lake, I'm not sure. And then they end up flying, right? They end up flying and then coming back to the ponds later to lay more eggs, and they just reproduce. Like, I can't remember how many eggs they lay just by touching the water, but they lay so many eggs just by touching the water, like just dipping their tail in the water. And that itself just seems like this Nine of Coins energy, this Queen of Wands energy, just the regeneration of themselves. And that's what's making me feel like I'm surprised the Ten of Coins didn't come out. Like, I feel like that's something you guys can achieve very easy within this pile. That wherever you, oh my gosh, it's like having the Midas touch. That's what I just heard. Yes, you guys are going to have the Midas touch. Whatever you touch is going to turn into gold. And you guys are going to see how deeply your power lies. It's going to be shown to you, like all the things that you guys have been working on deep within your own waters is about to present itself to you on the physical plane. And this is going to be like, you guys have the good fortune card, and you guys have the good luck card, and you guys have the success card, and you guys have the blessed day card. You guys are stepping into such a bright and a lighter period. This is such an abundant period for you guys. So this is why you guys have this steady period right now. This is why you guys are called into a patience period right now. You guys are setting the groundwork for this to come in. This patient period isn't to strain you or make you feel like you've done anything wrong. It's really for you to, make sure the foundation is correct right now with this safety card, making sure you're stable and the foundation is truly ready for this to come in. So nurture yourself right now, making sure, like, the structure card has to do with our foundation, just like our bottom level, right? Like making sure that bottom level is right, so then when things start piling onto foundation, it doesn't crack. So this is an amazing time for you to start working on, or keep working on, your foundation right now, making sure this is the foundation that you guys truly want right now, for this abundance to come in and lay ground on it. Not saying you guys can't alter your foundation in the future, because our foundations probably have to change in life as we change, right? But great fortune. You guys have such blessed energy is just coming in. You guys have been doing so much work, and now the universe wants to pay you back in full, pay you back in tenfold even, because you guys just have so much good energy coming your way. So again, make sure you are nurturing your mind. If you start doubting this Nine of Coins energy, like you feel like something good is coming towards you, but you haven't been able to see it yet, sometimes we fall into the Nine of Swords energy, to where we are anxious and where we are in doubt. Switch it. Allow yourself, acknowledge those feelings, but then also come in with affirmations, allowing yourself to, or tell yourself that I am safe, right? I am safe within myself, and I am a magnet for good things to happen to me. Figure out some affirmations that would make you guys feel good. But yes, this is also the mindfulness card came out too. This is a great time for you guys to be mindful, being mindful of your emotions. I'm such a let's get to the root of it type of person, because in the Mother card also talks about getting to the root of it. It talks about, with this Cancerian energy, how the Cancerian goddess often isn't moving forward. She moves backwards because she's following the root of something. She wants to see how each plant has grown. What is at the root of each plant? And then that just reminds me of the mind. If you get an anxious thought, what is at the root of that thought? Is it, if this is money, is it that you feel like money will make you feel safe? Is this, I don't know. Everyone's experience is different, right? But what is at the root of that anxious thought? Getting to the bottom of it. That's always my thing. I can be very logical sometimes, but I feel like getting to the bottom of it can be very helpful, because when that anxious thought presents itself to you again, you know that, oh my gosh, okay, for me, right? I can have anxious thoughts about money, but okay, oh my gosh, I don't think this money is actually coming in. But when I look at the root of that anxious thought, it's not actually me thinking that money isn't coming in. It's about me feeling like money makes me feel safe. And I've had to do a lot of disconnecting from that thought, because money is a tool. Money is a tool for me, and that's something that I have to remind myself. So when I get that anxious thought now of, oh my gosh, I feel like this and that about money, I remember now that my root of that anxious thought is, I feel like money will make me feel safe. So my affirmation to myself when that thought comes up, after I acknowledge that feeling, is, I am safe, all right? I am safe within my now. I am not threatened right now. I'm okay in my now. I accept my now for what it is, and I find ease in my now. So finding whatever affirmation makes you feel good. But let's see. Also, I'm seeing with this good luck card, you guys might start noticing little specks of good luck coming into your life. And when they come in, of course, give your gratitude to the universe for that. You know, even if it is just like you found a penny head side up on the ground, that's good luck, right? Look for these small coins, these small tokens of good luck. And I just see really happy days ahead of you guys. You guys have the blessed day in the success card. Look, on the success card, we have the little plant at the bottom. I want to read this card to you guys, actually. If I can find my deck for it. Where is it? All right, I found it. Let's see, success. Okay. Let's see, guys. I love this card for you. Let's see. Sorry, let me get comfy. You have planted the seeds of success, and the stars are in your favor, gently guiding your way forward. Trust that through the storms and heavy rain, I was talking about you guys have been through a storm. Trust that through the storms and the heavy rain, the seed will grow and prosper. Forget the feelings of doubt. You guys are about to achieve significant accomplishments, and it's been you all alone who has done all the work. This is a well-deserved success, and when the victory comes, it cannot be taken away. Enjoy. Let me read more of these good luck cards to you guys, because I just love that you guys got so many. Like, I don't think anyone else got this many. Let's see, I'll read the blessed day to you guys. Let's see if I can find it. All right. From sunset to moonset, you are blessed to have good luck. If you see this card in a reading, know that today is your day to act upon your wishes. Act upon your wishes. Not yet, guys. This is for some. The silk moth is a symbol of internal transformation and hope. Start directing change toward what you want to achieve. It all starts with believing that you can. Joy and happiness will surround you and follow you throughout the entire day. Spread your wings and embrace the beautiful energy and share it with the rest of the world. Affirmation, I am joyous. And then let me read the good luck and good fortune to you guys, and then I will send you off for the rest of your day. All right, let's read the good fortune. In ancient Egypt, the scarab beetle was a sign of good fortune, rebirth, and protection from jealousy. This card indicates prosperity and long-term success. It also can mean a miracle or a blessing. This, however, is not passive fortune. Now it's time to formulate new ideas about the path that you want to follow. Decide what you are interested in and take action because luck is on your side. This card can ease the hard work that needs to be done to get to the finish line, but it's up to you to see yourself through. When you will resurrect your power when you encounter obstacles on your way, but you do not need to stay focused on your goals. Don't forget to celebrate your success. Affirmation, I attract good fortune. And then good luck. Luck is with you with, I don't know who was throwing things in the bathroom, but hopefully they calm down. Luck is with you in everything that you touch. This is a very positive card that indicates growth and increased potential. The currents are in your favor, and if you act upon your wishes, you will benefit greatly. It's up to you to channel this fortune. The circles on this card form the number 8. 8 is an auspicious number and symbolizes new beginnings and fate. Fate will take a strong hand and to redirect your path in a very positive way. What you do after this shift is in your own hands. Okay, so I feel like you guys are going to know when this patient period is over. When you guys are done with this patient period, I'm sure you guys are going to know, and then you'll know when to act. But enjoy this restoration period that you guys have before you guys have to jump into a whole bunch. But I am so happy for you guys. Oh wait, I didn't even look at these. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so I asked, who are you once you have sorry, somebody's texting me. So I asked your guides, who are you once you have stepped into this threshold, once you have followed once you have answered the call of your destiny? And you guys have the Judgment card in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Two of Swords, and the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups in reverse. So I'm seeing that you guys are no longer, sorry, you guys aren't delaying yourself from the insecurities of the mind now, from the misinformation of the mind. Once you start stepping into the destiny, the soul starts to take a major place in your life. That starts to take light in your life now, and that's the one that has the microphone. So the ego kind of gets quieted a little bit. And the Migo, or the Migo, what am I saying? The Migo. The misinformation of the ego can delay us and make us hesitate sometimes. But with this Two of Swords, I see you guys cutting off that stagnation that the ego can cause. And then moving into a more hopeful period. This is a time, or this is rekindled energy between the soul and the ego, the soul in you. And this is a time where you guys are going to be receiving a lot of good news. And the rest, like this is a time where you guys are also restoring the relationship between yourself and your mind. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. So this is the ending. This is the ending of the torture of the mind. This is the ending of an old way of thinking and an old way of being. So I feel like your mind right now, or after you guys enter this, okay. So what I was saying with this Ten of Swords, this is a new way of thinking that's going to be brought to you. And this is the end of this is the end of a distorted mind. Maybe not fully, of course, right? Because that takes a lot of work, and I feel like throughout our lifetime there's going to be new things that present itself to us. But the deadlock of the mind is going to be a thing of the past for you guys. And I don't feel like this is going to be a period where you guys can hold, or where you guys would even allow yourself to be held back by your own way of thinking. So I just feel like this is a very huge growth period for you guys. And you guys are going to be feeling the results of all this. So I wish you guys love and light. I thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you guys. And I will see you guys next time. Or maybe in another pile. But thank you guys so much. I really am so grateful to be able to do this reading for you guys. I wish you guys love and light. I hope you guys are able to spread your love and light with others. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Peace.